Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I just want to make sure that I'm getting everyone over here with us today. So just giving some time for people to be able to enter over here with us. Okay, so let's start. Thank you everybody for being here with us. It is a pleasure to be able to present for you today. My name is Leilani. I am a client success specialist and I have been talking to many of you guys already, so many of you are familiar with my typing and some of you with my voice. So now you are able to see who I am. So thank you so much for being here. We also have Jay and Petty on the back end over here with us, helping to make sure that we have everything under control over here. We'll be talking about syndication and why it's important for you and for your business and what it can do for all of your campaigns. We're going to have also a Q&A session over here for all of you guys that want to ask questions. Just so you know, please, you are able to ask questions throughout the entire period of this webinar. You can use the chat area, or you can also use the Q&A, a specific area over here to ask questions. And as always, we are going to have a $100 Amazon giveaway over here. So it's always exciting to have that. And we're going to have, so have your phones on you so you can actually scan the code for that. So here is the code for that. If you guys want to scan it and enter for a chance to winning that $100 Amazon gift card, that would be awesome. Alrighty, so first let's start understanding syndication, what it really means and why it is so important for your business. So syndication is the ability to create one campaign and have it available in multiple websites. So, but yet to hold control of the managing settings under that main campaign setup. So you are basically under control of that main campaign, but it's still being able to have other accounts and other stations to have that set up on you. When syndicating a campaign, you're able to reach multiple audiences in a much more efficient way. And I am just going to show you why. Okay, so this is our hands-on moment. So this is exactly how we're able to create a syndicated campaign. So the majority of you guys, I believe, are familiar with creating a campaign, how it works. So just by creating a regular campaign, this is how it shows, right? So under that more settings area over there, if you click on it and scroll down a little, you see that syndication type. And under that syndication type, when you click on the down arrow, you have the chance to choose between a hosted or a template option for syndication. And you're going to be able to specify which does which and why you want to use hosted versus template, or when you want to use templates versus hosted. So when you create that, you see that under your main tab area, there'll be a tab created called syndication. So this tab is not usually there unless you choose a way of syndicating your campaign. Once you have that, and once you click on it, all the child accounts that are available for you will be over here, and you'll be able to select the ones you want to syndicate that campaign down to. So it's very important to remember that in order to create a syndicated campaign, that campaign has to be created under the parent account. We call it a parent account. It's actually the market level one. So it's very, very important for you to remember to always create those campaigns that you plan on syndicating under the master account, the parent account, the market level account. After that, you'll be able to syndicate that down to as many child accounts as you need. Okay, do I need to syndicate this down to all of the child accounts I have access to? No, you don't. You can select specifically the ones you want to syndicate that down to. So you see that in all of those ones, as the example shows, it says not installed. So if you hover over this, you'll be able to install it. You'll be able to see a force install green button. And then if you click on it, it's gonna turn into a installed one. Alrighty. So just as out of curiosity, we have a poll that's gonna be launched over here, just so I understand who is actually familiar with syndicating or not, if you guys use that tool. So this is very important for us if you can share your opinion over here. So then we know exactly if you guys are familiar with it or not and how often you syndicate your um, campaigns. It's very, very nice. So you have some all the time people over here. And today was the first time I heard about it. So great. We have the two to complete different polls over here. So let's keep on moving, okay, from time to time. That's good. Let's keep on moving over here and get you guys more familiar with that syndication tool. Thank you so much um, for talking to us and for participating over here. It's a very good way for us to feel the need for talking a little bit more about this or not. So what would this mean for me? Syndicating a campaign. What would this mean for me? It's it's gonna simplify your campaign management for sure, because you're gonna be controlling everything from one poll to all the other child stations that you have. It's going to amplify the reach and engagement across multiple websites, because with only one click, you are capable of putting this on all the websites you need all at once. Independent data collection, zero and first party data. So you're actually able to select which accounts you want to see information from, you want to gather data from. And I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to do that. And it's tailored insights and metrics as they pertain to each account. So again, it's very tailored, it's very unique for you understanding your data, even if you need that specific data from only one specific child accounts, from two of them, from all of them that you syndicate in that you can have an overall idea of how that campaign worked for all of the child stations under your parent account. So it's a really unique and neat tool for you to use. Okay, so the importance of centralized campaign management. We all know that when we're able of having all of the information in only one place and actually delegate it and know where it's going to, it's a much more enhanced way for us to understand where that data can come from. It's understanding how to use it and where to find all the information that you need. So that's how important centralizing that campaign management is for all of us. Okay, so let's understand data in syndication. Leilani, you were telling me that you're gonna have all the child accounts I want in that specific campaign. Yes. So if you go to the stats page, when you check your stats, and I believe that the majority of you guys are familiar with that stats tab that we have under any of our campaigns. If you scroll down a little, you'll be able to see exactly how many total entries and unique entries all of these stations had with that specific syndicated campaign. So you're able to easily just scan through the numbers and see who did best, who needs help, and all of that information. Okay, now I told you that would get back to hosted or template syndications. What's the main difference between both of them? Okay, for hosted ones, this is by far the syndication type that we use the most. When you have a hosted syndicated campaign, that means that all the settings and permissions will be maintained from that parent account. So that's the way that it will be distributed. Um, you are capable of giving child accounts permissions, specific permissions, but the majority of the control will be on that one place, that one parent account. You'll be able to view aggregated stats from all accounts running the campaign. As I just showed you, you can actually see the overall going to the stats tab that we have in any campaign. And you can also see specifically stats from each one of the child accounts that you syndicated that campaign to. You'll be able to download a CSV file of all participants across all accounts running that campaign. You can either, again, choose, I don't know, 2 or 3 of your child accounts to run that CSV file from. You can choose to have that CSV file downloaded from all of them. You are capable of choosing whatever data you need at that moment. You will also be able to pick an overall winner of that campaign. So if you syndicated that down to 10 child accounts, you will be able, like our system will be able to randomly pick one winner or as many winners as you need using the data from all of those child accounts. You'll be able to use that one on, use that one campaign only once. So it is a use once and done thing. You've created that campaign for that moment, and that moment is it. And it's also great for running corporate or national campaigns. This is actually how we run our national campaigns that you guys are so familiar with. Okay, when you use the syndicated type of a template, what you can do with that. This is a template, and that's it. So once a template is built, the settings are maintained by the child account. You use it pretty much as any of the templates that we have available for you in our platform out of the 600, more than 600 templates that we have. So that's the way of doing it. You build it as a template, and the child account that uses it is the one responsible for maintaining all the information on that template. There are no overall aggregate stats because it's going to be that one child account using it. No CSV download available for overall participants who entered the campaign created as a template. Let's say that you have 3 different child accounts and all those 3 ones are going to use that template campaign that you created. These campaigns won't be related to each other. Those will be separate individual campaigns that they are just using the template for. There's no ability to pick an overall winner for that campaign as a top level. Templates can be used over and over again. This is the best thing about templates. You create it once and you can use it as many times as you need. And it's great for simplified contest setup. So you have that ready to use and go. So that's why creating a syndicated template is also very nice. If you want to do that, if you want to use that for the specific child accounts that you have, that's perfect as well. Okay, so what can I do with that? Can I select winners from a specific account? Yes, you can. You can select winners from specific accounts and as you'd like, as many as you'd like. Can I download entries of specific accounts? Yes, you can. And this, I'm talking about hosted syndicated type campaigns. So just for you guys to be aware of that. Can I syndicate the campaign down only to specific accounts? Yes. Again, as I said, you don't have to syndicate it down to every single one of your child accounts. You may pick as many as you'd like. Can I give child accounts permission to make changes to campaign? Yes, you can. As you have the power, as you are in control, you can delegate this control to your child accounts as well. Or you can just give them specific permissions to do specific things. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay, so um, we talked about choosing a winner from as many child accounts as I need, downloading entries. Okay, how do I do that? We use our batch operations to do that. So again, you want to go to that syndication tab that just showed up. And that's where you're going to be running pretty much all of the batch operations for your campaign. If you come over here and you click on batch operations, this is the amount of things that you are capable of doing. So you can install or uninstall campaigns from specific child accounts. You can add a template, you can remove from a template, and you're able of choosing a winner from all the selected accounts and downloading entries from all the selected accounts. It's just important to select specifically the ones you want to use. And once you select them, you're able of downloading the entries and choosing a winner from all of them. And under the participating child accounts, as you can see, I have 4 child accounts under my personal sandbox, Leilani's sandbox over here. So, I decided that I just wanted to run that on 3 of my child accounts. I did not want to run that on all of them. So I just installed on those 3. As I mentioned, you hover over here and it's going to say force install. You click on it and then it's going to show installed. You can also, whenever you hover over here, you can also remove that if by instance you installed it by accident. So you are able to see exactly how many child accounts and which ones of them are the ones that you syndicated that down to. And editing syndication permissions. So I told you guys that you would be able to actually give your child account some specific permissions, the permissions for them to make changes to this campaign. So this is how you do it. When you are under the syndication tab, as you guys can see, pretty much everything is done over under the syndication tab. You see that added syndication permission button, and if you click on it, you're going to be given a list. And this list is a long list of everything that you can give your child accounts permission to change. So you can give them permissions over here to use gate, to change the title. If you needed for them to change price description, they would be able to. You can have them set their own time zones or change schedule or edit graphics, edit share content, grid status. And this list goes on, and you are able of giving them the specific permissions. Just remember to select them and to sync them. It's very important to do all this before you actually syndicate your campaign to the specific child account. So all the changes that you make, it's really important to make them right now once you are creating the campaign, and then you're able to syndicate it down. All the changes will remain as you wanted them to. Okay, Leilani, I'm still not sure if I need this. I know that some of you guys may be thinking about that. Maybe this is not for me, or I don't have as many child accounts under my control, so that's not going to make a huge difference. I just want to say something. Believe me, you will need it. You will need this. So it's going to make your life much easier for being able to control your campaign, your data, everything from one specific place. If you have the slight chance that you're going to use this campaign that you are building right now, if you have the slight chance to be using this for at least 2 child accounts, I would say please have it created under the parent account and syndicate it down to that one child account that you know for sure you'll be using, and maybe to that second one when you figure it out. Because once you've done that, once you've created a campaign, you can't remove it. You can't move it from one account to another. So this is one question that many times we get asked. If we can move a created campaign from one account to another. We cannot do that. And we don't do that to make sure to preserve the data that was gathered over there. So if you have this slight chance of using this for at least 2 different child accounts, just go ahead and create that under the parent account. And I promise you'll like that. Alrighty. So right before we can actually pick a winner on that, I want to go and summarize a little bit of all this information that I just threw on you guys. And I want you to be able to know that this will be available also in our help center, and you can always get back to the video of this meeting. So in summary, syndication, the importance of centralized campaign management. It is so important to be able to have everything in only one place for you to manage. It's gonna, excuse me, it's gonna make your life much easier. Building a contest on one parent account. Remember, you cannot create that in a child account and expect that campaign to be syndicated to child accounts because you just created under a child account. So you have to remember to build that contest on one parent account. Then you syndicate that campaign down to multiple child accounts. So right after you were done, you syndicate it down to multiple child accounts. Alrighty. And access data from the overall contest or select which accounts to see data from. And that one, I think it's particularly very helpful to be able to use to access as many data as you need. If at that time you want to see an overall contest, like an overall information on how that contest went, perfect, you can do that. You know what? I just need to check that one specific child account. You can do that as well. So you have everything just right there waiting for you. Alrighty, so let's go back to that poll. Okay, let's see if we have questions over here that weren't answered. Oh, okay, the link to enter. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, so Jay just showed that enter under, oh, I'm sorry, that link for all the panelists over here. Perfect. Alrighty, and now we have a winner. The winner is Bradley Japson. Bradley Japson is the winner for our poll. Bradley, are you here? Yay! Awesome. Thank you guys so much for participating. And don't forget that we are here. We're available to help you Mondays through Friday from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. We also have our support.audience.io email address, and you guys can call us at 801-901-2011. And you can also go to help.audience.io. This is our help center. You're able to find as many articles and videos on past webinars over here. So our next webinar is June 11th, always at 2 p.m. Eastern. So I hope to see you guys there as well. Thank you guys so much.
Audience. Know your audience.